That was a horrible cross-examination. She walked right into that question and he let her have it. He totally got the best of that. I didn't understand the cross-examination at all.
It seems like Amber's lawyers are not yet off the hook, with more people nitpicking at how they handled this very controversial case. Even experts were scratching their heads after how Elaine handled the cross-examination of Morgan Tremaine, who was pretty iconic, by the way. I mean, his 15 minutes of fame question to Elaine was so savage that even lawyers who watched the cross couldn't help but comment about how bad Amber's lawyer handled everything. Now, experts and legal analysts are giving Amber's legal team a 0 when it comes to performance. And I bet the actress is already having a headache listening to how her lawyers are getting called out. So, what did legal experts say about Amber's legal team? And should Amber start looking for a better lawyer? Let's find out. Legal analysts agreed that Elaine made a disaster of a cross when she tried to debunk Morgan's testimony regarding the controversial kitchen cabinet video. Richard Schoenstein, a litigator and a legal analyst, emphasized how Morgan totally controlled Elaine during the cross, which really hurt their chances of winning the case.
I didn't understand the cross-examination at all. I would have shown him the video. And I would have said, Mr. Tremaine, has this video been tampered with at all to accentuate the violence that Mr. Depp is demonstrating in it? Is this video changed, or is that really him pouring a giant glass of wine and throwing his wife's cell phone on the floor and screaming? I would have done it that way. I wouldn't have answered him any of these other questions about his motives in testifying. That was the wrong way to go about it.
As if she isn't a seasoned lawyer or something. Another lawyer, Joe Richardson, revealed that he wasn't that surprised after hearing Elaine complain about the verdict on national TV. He added that it's pretty normal since losing such a high-profile case must have hurt her ego.
No, not really. There's a couple things here. She lost a really big case, and it's really hard. I'm actually sympathetic toward her because it's hard to win a case around a bad client or a client that just doesn't testify well.
He proceeded by saying that he actually feels bad about Elaine and believes that Amber surely went against her advice during the trial, which cost them a lot during the trial.
I would give you 10-1 that there are some disagreements where she did not take her lawyer's advice. But that being said, I think that got her, the attorney, kind of knocked out on her feet, as it were, which is why she could go and cross this guy from TMZ.
However, he still pointed out that it was Elaine's duty to make sure that the cross went well, and that as a lawyer, it was her duty to make sure that she got everything under control despite being at a disadvantage.
So she had a lot of problems there. She said that she didn't minimize the jury, but then she kind of said, well, there's social media out there and all these other things. She didn't minimize the judge. Hey, I respect the judge, but I think the judge got a lot of things wrong. So she was very much in defense mode. I think she's still punch drunk from having a bad client, a client that didn't listen to her on some level. She's probably seething about that privately. But you just kind of have to figure out how you're going to deal with that. And then there's the practical aspect of what kind of chances do you have on appeal? And based on that, how do you maneuver and what do you do? But I would say that there is something to be said for having good PR folks.
A lot of fans also agreed with their point, saying, "It is nothing less than disgusting that this ineffective attorney, who was woefully unprepared and had her inability to adjudicate displayed in prime time, now blames the jury, calls into question their integrity, the integrity of the judge and her ability to control and oversee her courtroom, and defames every person who took the time to serve in this process. I am disgusted by her hubris, and I hope she is served an order or fined for her defamatory and reckless statements. This is all on her. How about you? Do you think Elaine messed up big time, and will Amber change her lawyers for the appeal? Let us know in the comments below.